Welcome back to a Clan a Day podcast brought to you by bagtownclans.com. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're diving deep into the fascinating history of Clan Munro, also known as Clan Monro, a Highland clan whose story stretches back nearly 1,000 years. From their mysterious origins in Ireland to their steadfast loyalty to the crown, the Munros have left a lasting mark on Scottish history. Clan Munro's beginnings are steeped in legend. One tradition holds that the clan's ancestors came from the banks of the River Roe in Ireland, which gave rise to the clan's Gaelic name, Machan Rothaich, meaning son of Roe. Some say they were part of a group of native Scots driven out by the Romans in the 4th century, only to return to Scotland in the 11th century to aid in the expulsion of the Danes. The leader of this return was Donald, son of Ocean, who received lands in East Dingwall as a reward for his service. These lands would eventually form the Barony of Foulis, the historic seat of the Munro chiefs. By the 12th century, Hugh Munro, the first documented chief, had established the family at Foulis, a name said to be derived from Loch Foyle in Ireland. From this time forward, the Munros would play an increasingly significant role in the military and political life of the Highlands. Like many other clans, they were vassals of powerful neighbours, in this case the Earls of Ross, but their alliances and independence grew stronger as the centuries passed. One early tale of Munro loyalty and military prowess dates back to the early 13th century, when the clan joined forces with the Dingwalls to rescue the son of the Earl of Ross from rebels in the Highlands. The rescue led to the Battle of Bealach nam Broig, a bloody conflict that nearly wiped out several clans who opposed the Earl. For their bravery, the Munros were rewarded with additional lands, solidifying their standing in Rothshire. Clan Munro's influence and fortunes would rise and fall with the tumultuous events of Scottish history. Sir Robert Munro, 6th Baron of Foulis, fought valiantly at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314, a key victory for Robert the Bruce during the Wars of Scottish Independence. Sir Robert survived the battle, but his son George was less fortunate, falling in combat. Still, the Munros continued their military traditions, with future generations fighting in the Battle of Halidon Hill in 1333 and the Siege of Inverness in 1562. But it wasn't all battle and bloodshed. The Munros were also political players, navigating the complex feudal loyalties of medieval Scotland. In the mid-14th century, George Munro received charters from the Earls of Sutherland, and over time, the Munros became independent of the Earls of Ross, receiving their lands directly from the Scottish crown. This independence was highlighted by a quirky detail in their charters. They were required to deliver a ball of snow to the king on Midsummer's Day if asked, a testament to the snowy mountain quarries on their lands. In the 17th century, the Munros distinguished themselves in foreign wars, particularly during the 30 Years' War. The Black Baron, Robert Munro, led a force of 700 men from his own lands to fight alongside the Protestant armies of Gustavus Adolphus of Sweden. Many Munros earned great reputations during this conflict, and the clan became known as the Invincibles for their bravery and effectiveness in battle. The Munros' military service didn't stop there. During the English Civil War, Sir George Munro, a staunch royalist, commanded King Charles I's forces in Scotland and was instrumental in the royalist campaigns. After the war, the Munros remained loyal to the crown, supporting the Hanoverian government during the Jacobite uprisings of the 18th century. In fact, Sir Robert Munro, 6th Baronet of Foulis, played a significant role in suppressing the Jacobite rebellion of 1715, and his descendants continued to serve with distinction in the British Army. One of the most poignant moments in Munro history came during the Jacobite Rising of 1745. Sir Robert Munro now Lieutenant Colonel of the Black Watch, the 42nd Highland Regiment, fought at the Battle of Falkirk in 1746, where he was killed in action. The Jacobites, recognising his bravery, buried him with full military honours, a rare sign of respect from one's enemies. Sir Robert's death marked the end of an era, but his son Sir Harry Munro carried on the family's legacy, rebuilding Foulis Castle after it was damaged during the rebellion. Today, Clan Munro remains a proud and storied family with a rich heritage that extends beyond the battlefield. Their contributions to Scottish society include not only military service but also roles in politics, religion and culture. The Munros can even claim a connection to American history, as US President James Monroe is believed to be a descendant of the clan. From their mysterious origins on the banks of the River Roe to their pivotal role in shaping Scottish and British history, the Munros have earned their place as one of Scotland's most enduring clans. Thank you for joining us on a Clan A-Day podcast. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we explore the history of another of Scotland's great clans. I'm Colin MacDonald, and as always, go Nary and both are leet.